Hey everyone, it's Chronic Blaze here, and today I have another challenge video. If you didn't know, I really enjoyed beating the 80% route of New Super Mario Bros. Wii without touching a brick block. It was really fun to do a challenge that, as far as I know, no one has ever done before. And the best part is that you all seem to like the video too. So it's time to see how many brick blocks we need to get 5 shiny stars on our New Super Mario Bros. Wii profile, which is 100%. Our first step to do this is to beat every normal level in the first 8 worlds. In this challenge, brick blocks, question blocks, invisible blocks, and roulette blocks all count as brick blocks, but airship blocks don't. In this video, I didn't show any levels from the 80% run, so you should go watch that video first, since there are some very interesting levels on the 80% route, and it'll make more sense watching this video after that one. You can safely assume all levels I didn't show are possible, and that's for a very simple reason. They are. Anyways, can you beat every normal level in New Super Mario Bros. Wii without touching a brick block? We're about to find out. World 1 was pretty basic, but World 2 was just evil. To start, we got 2-2. This is the first instance where the game wants us to use brick blocks to get around. During this first part here, you can just do some precise jumps in the quicksand to get through here easily, but the second part is much worse. You have to run, spin, and do 2 precise wall jumps in order to reach the other side. With some practice, it's not too bad, and the rest of the level is really simple. Immediately after you deal with that though, you have to deal with 2-3, and guess what? It's an underground, dark level. Awesome. It isn't too bad, but you have to take your time. Since it's super dark, you have to play it real slow, especially during the beginning of the level. The first section takes a lot of time and memorization, and this section here takes some time. But overall, it isn't too bad, and you can move on. After clearing the tower, we're greeted with the worst level in this stage of the run. 2-4. This is a win stage. And what's stopping you from flying too far? Brick blocks. This level is impossible without the propeller mushroom, and it's still really bad with it. Whenever the wind picks up and you're nowhere near a good spot to stop, crouch so you don't blow away. The first half is much worse than the second half. If there was no wind, this might have been a little easier. I don't like this stage or the lost levels. Trust me, I hate wind in Mario games. It'll take a while to beat this level, but I can assure you it's 100% possible. We're almost done World 2. The last stage that's an issue is 2-Castle. Most of the level is pretty basic, but this section's a problem. This P-switch turns all the brick blocks into coins. That might seem good, but the line of coins along the bottom turns into brick blocks. Thankfully, you can use the propeller mushroom to fly over all the brick blocks. It seems difficult, but it's still pretty basic. And that's all for World 2. In my opinion, World 2 was the hardest in terms of levels containing brick blocks, but not an actual challenge that the level provides. 3-3 didn't seem too hard until I got to this section. You can't fly over the ice since it will hit you, but you can't go under them since the Goombas will make you hit the brick blocks. What I found best to do was wait for the Ice Bro to freeze one of the Goombas, and then use the Frozen Goomba to kill all the other Goombas. The problem is that it doesn't end there. You have to take this section incredibly slow since there are brick blocks at the very end. It took a while, but I did beat it eventually, proving this level's possible. The start of 4-2 is just evil. You have to play really precise. Don't know what I mean? Then just please, check out this clip from my live stream. I'm popping up from both directions. Oh right, these fall. Okay, that's the first section cleared. Question mark? I don't know how I did that. Okay, I made it through. Okay. Okay. Progress. Anyway, enough of that. Let's just move on to 4-Castle. The first section of the level was pretty easy, but the middle section was actually really hard. You have to do some precise jumps with the propeller mushroom to get through here. And even worse, you would have to lose your power up at this section so you don't touch these brick blocks. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get through this part without taking a hit, despite the tips Terrarian21 gave me in my livestream chat. You also have to try to slow down all your momentum right after so you don't take an additional hit. If I played patiently, this might not be an issue, but I don't, so this level took forever. According to my livestream, it took me 40 minutes to beat this level, but now I can say it's possible. And now we're in World 5. Most of this world was covered in the 80% run, so if you want to see a lot more in this world, just head over to my 80% video. But 5-3, which was not in the 80% run because I used 5-2, was really annoying. Maybe it's because the brambles in this level are really annoying, and it's even worse combined with invisible blocks. To get past this section, you have to do whatever this is and then jump to the other side. Then, for the second time, all you have to do is whatever this is to get through these 2 parts without dying. And why do we have to do all that? Invisible blocks. This level is full of them, and I hate them. They're one of the worst things in this run. Let's just move on. When I planned this challenge, I thought there would only be one level that's impossible. That level is 5-Ghost House. As soon as you get to the normal exit, there's a very obvious problem. I thought I was gonna have to cheat it by just getting the secret exit. But just because I couldn't come up with a solution, doesn't mean someone else couldn't. Shout out to YouTube and Twitch user DiamondCrafter.A. They came on my stream and told me how to do it. In fact, they were awesome enough to record this clip of them doing it and send it to me. All you have to do is a triple jump and activate the propeller at the right time to get through here. Thankfully, I was able to replicate it. It's a little bit finicky, but it's very simple once you get the hang of it. Once again, huge shout out to DiamondCrafter.A. I had honestly dismissed this idea as impossible, but thanks to them, our run isn't ending here. A link to their YouTube and Twitch can be found in the description below, so be sure to go subscribe to them and follow them. Now, let's move past the ghost house and on to World 6. 6-2 was filled with brick blocks. Personally, I found it best to go through this level with the mini mushroom instead of the propeller suit. During this first section, you can just wait for the spinies to break all of the brick blocks, and during the second section, all you have to do is a few precise jumps. Here, you need to wait for the spinies to activate and then do some precise wall jumps to get through here, but it's not over then. Then you have to do more precise jumps while dodging spinies to get through here. In the fourth section, you can go under, but I'm pretty sure the fifth section is just complete RNG. I'm not sure if these enemies work on RNG, but you have to go under them at just the right time to go through the pipe and complete the level. This level takes a lot of memorization, but it is possible. 6-4 has way too many invisible blocks. You can't see them all from my recording, but they are there. You have to play really precise to get through here. And this is what happens if you fall down. But please, look at this clip during the second half of the level. This was some insane speedrunning. For me, I'm a bad speedrunner. The problem is, the torture of World 6 isn't over. Now we have 6-5. On top of being a Porky Puffer level, there are so many brick blocks this game wants us to walk on. You can get through most of the level without the propeller, but this section here requires a propeller suit. You could go under, but I didn't test that because I didn't want to die by the Porky Puffer. It wasn't as bad as some other levels, but it was bad enough. Thankfully, I got it eventually. Other than this jump here, the first half of 7-3 was pretty easy. But then we have the second half. First, you have to propeller over all these fuzzies. Then, as Terrarian21 told me in my live stream chat, you have to repeller from this red platform in order to land on the yellow platform up top. And it's not over there. Once you've done that, you have to stay on the right edge of this platform to avoid an invisible block. Jump and activate the repeller and hope that you reach the other side. After that, it's pretty easy, but good luck with the start of the second half. It was a real pain to do, and it took me a while. 7-Ghost House was really basic, but the ending screen is not. Not only is there a ton of brick blocks, but there are also boos and crows, one of the worst combinations in a Mario game. Like most levels in this run, you have to play super precise to get through here. Don't know what I mean? Then just watch this clip. URL, but I think that's what it is. Ninja rated him to get him to 1 million subs. I'll just use the crows. I never thought of that. Yeah, that's precise. One quick thing about 7-4. These gray blocks do not count as brick blocks. That's for a very simple reason, and that's they aren't brick blocks. Although they may look similar, I'm not counting them on this run. Most of the time when you hit a brick block, you break it or get a reward. With this, there's no reward. You just get to control some stupid platforms and beat the level. And a brick block only grants you 4 things max, and you have to have 4 players for that. As soon as you touch one of these blocks, it activates all of the blocks in the set. So please, don't go in the comments and say they're brick blocks, because they're not. Other than 2-4, are you ready for the worst level in this run? I hope you are, because that level is 7-Castle. First of all, you can't take the secret entrance because you have to touch 3 brick blocks. This level itself is pretty simple, but now we have something disgusting. In order to fight Ludwig von Koopa, you have to touch 5 brick blocks. There's no way around this. You can't beat the level without defeating Ludwig. So does our run end here? Well, I'm gonna say no. And you might be thinking, but Blaze, a brick block's a brick block. Why are you counting these? Well, I'll tell you why I'm not counting them. If any of you watched Steve Gaming's video on New Super Mario Bros. U without pressing left, you probably remember that he classified left presses as meta and gameplay. We're going to do the same thing with our run. Someone actually told me this in my live stream chat after I established I was going to do this idea. I couldn't remember the name. I would give him a shout out. I'm sorry, I don't remember your name in my chat. Meta brick blocks are brick blocks that are touched during non-gameplay sections such as cutscenes, but gameplay brick blocks are brick block touches that occur during gameplay. So while it isn't possible to beat every level in New Super Mario Bros. Wii without touching a brick block, we are going to keep this run alive. The 5 brick blocks in 7-Castle all count as meta brick blocks, bringing the meta brick block count up to 5. For this challenge, I'm more focused on gameplay brick blocks rather than meta brick blocks. Anyways, after all that, World 7 is done. Since I play World 8 more often than World 7, World 7 was harder for me to complete. Since we went over 8-airship and 8-castle in the last video, I won't be doing them again. But 8-tower is a massive problem. It's a vertical climb like 5-T, and the brick blocks are still really annoying this time around. The first section is really hard without the propeller. The whole level is pretty simple if you cheat it with the propeller suit though. If you don't have one, just use the trick I talked about in the first video and grab yourself one. That's how I get propellers throughout this entire run. And now, there's one level standing between us and proving every level in New Super Mario Bros. Wii can be beat without any gameplay brick block touches and only 5 meta brick block touches. That level is 8-6. And this is an awesome level. I didn't realize how fun this level was until I played it for this video. Not only is this level tons of fun, but it provides a fair challenge when it comes to touching brick blocks. This level is the final instance on this part of the run where the game wants us to use brick blocks to get around. Because of this, you have to use the propeller mushroom to beat this level. At this part here, slide around to the left path where the star coin is to avoid touching brick blocks on the right path. The second half doesn't have as many brick blocks, and this level will be done in no time. This was my favorite level on the whole run. And that's every normal level complete in New Super Mario Bros. Wii without touching a brick block, allowing us to get our second shiny star. During this stage of the run, we touched 0 gameplay brick blocks and only 5 meta brick blocks in 7-castle. If you didn't catch on, my journey to beat every level was live streamed on my Twitch. So if you don't already follow me on there, head over there now. I'll be doing the same thing with the secret exits, the star coins, and World 9. But that's all for this video. If you did enjoy, please be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss one of my videos. That's gonna wrap up this video, so thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.